Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz here on this Friday. Brett and Faith on location at Lucky Flight Bottle Shop here in Dadeville, Alabama, just up from Stillwater's. First time being in here to do the show, and Faith, you love this place already.
It's beautiful. Right when I walked in, I was like, this place is amazing. It is so pretty and so decorative. I said I'm gonna have to go shopping after because,
well, of course,
I mean, there's so many cute things in here.
Lots of really cool things, and obviously perfect timing for us to have our show. They have a fundraiser tonight, a wine tasting fundraiser for the Auburn ski team.
Water ski team.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
I actually know one of the guys on the water ski team. I know you're shocked by that.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, he's from Alex City, and he is really, really good. And so come out and support the Auburn ski team by purchasing a $30 wine tasting ticket, and you get all kind of stuff with that ticket.
Yeah, it's from 7:30 or 5:30 to 7:30. They've got wine tasting, food, music, silent auction, and raffle. And it's only $30 for your ticket. So $30 for all of that is a great price.
Sounds like a pretty cool date night out there for some people to get out, come out and check out. I think they're going to have 6 wines that they're going to have available for tasting. Plus, right here behind us, I know you can kind of see it, the wine machine. You can buy a card at the desk, and you can go around and you can go and select. You can push the buttons at the top, and it'll give you the amount in your glass that you desire, I guess would be the word.
Technology is crazy.
It is wild. You need to come check this place out.
Absolutely.
Again, they have some really, really cool specials. We'll talk about those throughout the show, but we are glad to be here today at Lucky Flight. Faith, football practice has started for Auburn, and so obviously that's going to dominate everything we talk about for the next several weeks leading up to the kickoff of Auburn-Baylor, which we're less than a month away from now, which is crazy.
We're finally in the same month as the first game day, and I'm so excited. I feel like it's going to be so hot is what I keep thinking, too.
God. I was at football practice for Benjamin Russell yesterday, and literally, I don't know that it could have gotten any hotter. I mean, like the sun was beating down so bad, but and it's even closer to them starting. I mean, we're less than 20. I mean, we're really about 20 days away from high school football kicking off here in this state, which is unbelievable. And so college will follow right after that. But yeah, we're excited. This is what we all live for here in the South, and especially on our shows. And we've been saying Auburn needs to get on the field, and Auburn needs this season to really get started. And nobody needs it to start more than Auburn. And it was cool to be at practice the other day and kind of get a media window into what they're doing. The team looked great. I thought physically, we talked about it on the podcast this morning. From off the hoof, early analysis, the team looks the part, don't they?
They really do. And I mean, it's good to see that finally the physical aspect is there, as well as, just their mentality. Their mentality hasn't changed. And I think it was special when Keldrick Falk said at media days that, with the pressure on coach, it means pressure on them, and they want to prove everybody wrong. And that mentality is going to be the winning mentality.
I saw a list come out. I mean, I don't know exactly who it was, but saw a list come out on coaches on the hot seat, and Hugh Freeze was 3 on that seat on that list, and then Billy Napier number 1.
Right.
So it just, again, it's not a secret. Everybody knows there's pressure, but that's part of it. And Coach Freeze talked about that, Faith. He said, "Look, I want to be at a place where there are high expectations and there's pressure," and so they embrace that. we do want to talk about our partners here. We couldn't do the show without them. Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J. Smith Construction and Excavation.
In Cincy Green, for air that's cool and clean, call in Cincy Green.
It's nice and cool here in Lucky Fly.
It is. It feels great in here.
Appreciate our partners. They've been with us for a long time, and we couldn't do the show without them. And appreciate Eric McKinley for always setting us up somewhere new. We haven't been to the same place twice, which is crazy. Whether it be Prime Steakhouse or over at the salon, which is literally right next door, where you got a complete makeover with your hair, and then. Is that the right term? You don't really do a makeover.
It's more of a hair refresh.
Okay,
I would like to say it was.
I knew I'd screw that up.
That's okay.
So, and then the grocery store, which is really cool down there. This area needed that tremendously. And then, of course, Stillwater's golf course.
And when Riley Green was here, we were
Backyard Dreams.
Yeah.
That was really. Really cool, 100 degrees outside. So they did so many, they didn't get a chance to even get out here to meet him. So they were, I think, almost 200 frozen mimosas, and they ran out. So but anyway, come check out Lucky Flight. They would love to have you tonight for the wine tasting that benefits the Auburn ski team. We'll talk some more about their stuff here in just a little bit. Going back to initial first impressions of the team we talked about this morning on the podcast. I really wanted to see our running backs, and not to say the same thing over that I said this morning, but I was really impressed with Darrell Robinson. Really don't know what I had formulated in my mind that he looked like, but it was different when I saw him in person. Mm-hmm. And he's a little bit more lengthy guy than I thought. I thought he was going to be a shorter, more compact guy. That's not what he is. And we were able to see him kind of break away on a play and get downfield. Very impressed with the speed, what he was able to do there. So I really, really like his look. And, that transfer in to go with Damari Alston and Jeremiah Cobb really makes that running back room pretty complete.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of versatility on this running back core that we have, and just the way that they look, and their game and what they have their strengths in. So I think it's a very versatile group of guys.
I'll ask you this question. Let's just throw this out there. Do we have any of those guys rush for over 1,000 yards this year in the backfield?
If there's somebody, I think it's going to be Damari Alston.
Because of the amount of carries he's going to get?
Mm-hmm. I think he will definitely probably have the most carries.
I really think a sleeper, and it's not really a sleeper, but I mean, Jeremiah Cobb, man.
I think so too. We didn't get to see much of him yesterday, but
a finger, it's a small finger issue. They just wanted to be a little precautious there.
Yeah, don't want to do anything more until the season, starts, and don't want to risk him being out. But I think, he's definitely slept on it. We talked about his body and weight transformation too, just from last year.
Yeah, he totally different. We saw him actually at the spring football game, and Benjamin Russell came up, and Kurt Johnson was his coach in high school, so he came up to be with him, and just impressive. You could tell he's been in the weight room and really getting after it there. But the overall look of the team physically, from offensive line, defensive line, there's another position group we'll talk about here in just a minute. All looked the part. I didn't go around the field, I don't think you did either, and see a single group where we went, that's going to be a problem for our team. I really didn't.
I didn't either. I don't think we even remotely said anything like that. It was, if anything, it was, all right, wow, this group is transformed from last time we saw them or last year.
And just again, you should be well put together if you're a top-notch program, but I just was impressed with how organized and how well everything ran, in the initial part of practice. Of course, we only were there an hour, but which was a lot longer than I think any of us thought we were going to get to stay. But just moving from from station to station and period to period and knowing where you needed to be and, jumping right into the drills. And it seemed like there was zero wasted time, very efficiently run. So that was good to see from an organizational standpoint. And I think that's a big point because you got a lot of new guys out there that are new to this program that didn't go through spring. This is their first time being out there competing and participating. So I didn't really see anybody wandering around like they were lost.
No, I don't think anybody was wandering around at all.
Maybe us in the media, but that was about it. So,
it wasn't hard to kind of see what. That's, I think, one of the big things is that you can see each group very visibly now more than you could before. Like the groups stand out a lot more.
They do.
Does that make sense?
No, it absolutely does. And, it gives us an opportunity to kind of get around and kind of focus on certain position groups.
Right. It looks like they're doing what they need to be doing.
Yes.
Versus just kind of seeing them, either half do it or lollygag.
It was to the point,
stuff.
it was so well organized that when somebody screwed up, they didn't wait for their coach to tell them to go run or do push-ups. They just immediately hit the ground and did them. They okay, I screwed up. I need to go do these push-ups. And
right.
I think that says a lot about what Coach Free said that morning in the press conference, that he loves the chemistry, he loves the vibe, he loves the the camaraderie of the players, and that they push themselves. They don't wait to be told to do something, and that's a big deal. So, all right, we are up against the first break here on our show. Again, we are on location at Lucky Flight Bottle Company here in Dayton, which is right up from Stillwater's. As you can see behind me, there is a ton of selections for you as far as wine, and I'm looking at a whole nother wall across from the state that's as full, if not more full. And then, of course, they're going to have a fundraiser tonight for the Auburn ski team that starts at 5:30, and it's $30 for a ticket, and the proceeds go to the Auburn ski team, and they're going to have about 6 selections for you to choose from there, plus all the other stuff that you can pick from. They'll have food for you. They'll have a silent auction, all kind of different stuff. So make sure you come out if you are able.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's sauce boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business, with family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $13,000 off MSRP. New 2026 Chevy Equinox with all-around versatility and affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Auburn Blitz, 45 minutes left in our show today. Brought to you by Russell Do It Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation.
In Cincy Green for air that's full and clean, call in Cincy Green.
You know, one of the great things about coming on location is we go somewhere different almost every week. And,
right.
You know, this is the first time for us to be at Lucky Flight Bottle Company. This place is wrapped up.
Oh, my gosh. It's so busy right now.
And we're right here in the middle. I feel like we're literally right in the middle of the shop, and we got people walking around us and all, but we wouldn't have it any other way. And they have a cool event to benefit the Auburn ski team tonight, a wine tasting at 5:30, and $30 is you get to sample at, like Andy said, like 6 really high quality level. Yes. So. And
along with the food, music, silent auction, raffle. We just saw one of the silent auction items, and it was a signed Bruce Pearl basketball from the Final Four.
Absolutely. What a cool item that is.
Oh, my gosh. And there's a bunch of different gift cards. One of our partners, actually, Byron's, has a gift card that's going to be in there. And so,
of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be awesome.
Tud's always so giving. Right? Always wanting to support. I'll tell you what everybody out there would love is to come and check out their frozen mimosas on Saturdays from 11 a.m. to when they're gone. All I can tell you is you better get here at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you better.
From here, what I'm hearing is they don't hang around very long. So come check that out. But just a cool place to be. Hey, what about KLS last night for the Chargers? I just saw where he graded highest in the Hall of Fame game last night. But it's just so good to see Keandre Lambert-Smith. He actually graded a 90 according to PFF, which was the highest grade of anybody in the game. Nobody's shocked by that.
No, it's such a bummer we only had him for 1 year.
No kid.
I think, he brought a lot of experience to our team, and that's something that we've continued to talk about is just how young of a team we are. And he really brought just such a different side out of that freshman wide receiving core because they were so young and
Right.
new, and he'd been in the game for, a couple of years, and him coming and really showing them the ropes.
You know how talented that receiver room is and all the hype leading into the Freeze 4 coming into last year. And then you pick up probably the best player in the portal last year in KLS. Auburn goes out and does the same thing this year and gets Eric Singleton. But you just said it. And so many of the freshmen last year, which are now sophomores, Malcolm, Cam, Bryce, Perry, all talked about what KLS meant to them and what they were able to do learning under such a, very good veteran player and helping them progress through the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you see how much growth that even he had just being at Auburn 1 year and helping out with those guys and hearing about how much these guys benefited from having him there. And so, it's awesome to see him doing well, even though, he was only a Tiger for just 1 year, but I still think he's such a big part of Auburn.
Are you surprised he left Penn State? He was their leading receiver on a team that, obviously made the playoffs last year.
He's better than us.
Well, yeah. And so it wasn't a matter of, hey, I'm not getting production. I'm not doing the things I need to do. I'm on a crappy team. That was an odd transfer portal move.
So I actually got to interview him twice, and I asked him, I was like, what was it that sold you on Auburn? Why did you come to Auburn? And, he kind of just said that a lot of the coaching staff and also just the recruiting that they did in the chemistry and atmosphere of Auburn is what stood out to him the most and made it feel like a home for him. And so he was a very nice kid who has, it's only good things that come out of his mouth.
Very positive oriented. And again, that's a testament to the culture at Auburn right now. I know that the wins on the field haven't come at the rate any of us want, but we didn't see a mass exodus. We didn't see a mass exodus leave after a terrible year last year. We saw guys hang around and say, we believe in what's going on down here. We see what this coaching staff's building, and we want to be part of it. And because Auburn, again, we did the blue chip index the other day, Faith, and Auburn was on that blue chip index last year. That to make that list, you have to have 50% of your roster or more either be a 4 or 5 star player. And going back to whenever they've been keeping up with star rankings and recruiting, every national champion has been on that list.
Mm-hmm.
So being on the list doesn't mean you're going to win a national championship, but if you're not on the list, you've never won one. So with that being said, Auburn's had and maybe building that roster to a crescendo this year where they finally feel like they can go out there. I know Steve just commented a minute ago saying Vegas has Auburn's win total at 7.5. He said he doesn't see 8 wins. You and I do. Maybe we've got orange and blue glasses on. Maybe we're being optimistic. I just don't think it's that way. I think the schedule is very favorable. And I think with this roster, Auburn should win 8 games, Faith, if not more, if things are going right.
If we're losing more than 8, or if we're losing more than 4 games, who are we losing to?
Yeah, it would have to be the 4 best teams on the schedule are obviously Alabama, Georgia, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma. And again, it's not a slight on anybody else. But Auburn, I know they're a 1.5-point underdog now to Baylor, but still, they were a favorite. That probably flipped because you see what Sawyer Robertson is and some of the guys over there, and Auburn struggles over the last couple of years. Maybe the money's just shifted. But Auburn's roster's better, I think, top to bottom than Baylor. It's better or equal to everybody else and the home outside of those other 4 I just mentioned. So if you're losing, like you said, more than 4 games, you're losing somebody you probably aren't supposed to be losing to.
That's exactly my point. And you know what else that we've said is that if Auburn loses to Baylor starting out that first
Not going
game,
to set a good tone.
It's going to be really hard to come back from that.
Well, your path to 8 at that point becomes more difficult.
Right.
You know, that doesn't mean now you can't cancel it out with an upset, maybe of Georgia at home. And I've got something that's I've kept it from you, and I knew it would disgust you, but it's reality, and it didn't really sink in. I'm going to save it till the next segment because it really is disgusting if you're an Auburn fan to see how far some of these rivalries have gotten away from our football team. But I think the only way you face it and get better is to face it head on and admit it. And so we'll talk about that when we come back. We are on location at Lucky Flight Bottle Company here in Dadeville, Alabama. Fundraiser going on tonight for the Auburn ski team. Make sure you come out. We'll talk more about that as well when we come back. Stay tuned. More to come here on the Auburn Blitz right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable. at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Halfway through our program here. We're on location today at Lucky Flight Bottle Company, but halfway through our program means it's time for
Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. I told y'all my parents are coming into town, so they had to stop by Pepper Tree, which means I'm going to be eating good this weekend.
No doubt.
I mean, come on. I'm so excited.
Usually every time parents are coming into town is immediately followed by Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine and great food.
A big smile on their face,
that's
too.
a big smile on your face.
I mean, always.
Anyway, go to Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine, located there in Auburn, Alabama, and in Montgomery. Unbelievable food, unbelievable atmosphere, all the stuff. Don't take our word for it. We were supposed to be there yesterday, but Kathy's husband a little under the weather, so they had to. Yeah, we're gonna make that up before the season gets started. So don't know exactly when that'll be yet, but we'll be there. So go check out Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine in Montgomery and in Auburn. Okay, moving into what I was going to talk to you about before we went to break. Do you know how many times Auburn has beaten Georgia since 2006?
No.
3 times.
Oh, man.
Like, it is ridiculous how far away. So Georgia has beaten Auburn.
That actually just gave me
17 times they've beaten us since 2006 in 20 years. In 20 years, they have run away, and they only lead the series by 9, though. That just tells you that we've allowed that rivalry to get away. The Alabama one hasn't gotten that far, not to that level away, but that has been, and we haven't beaten them since 17, and we split with them that year. We beat them at home, and then we lost to them in the SEC championship game, but they've won ever since, and we had some close games. We've had some really, really close games in there that we haven't been able to figure out a way to win.
But being close literally does not put a number on our record.
No, it doesn't matter.
It just doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if it was close. It doesn't matter if it was a blowout. If we lost, we lost. And it sounds like we did a lot of that.
A lot of it. Only 3 wins for Auburn since 2006. So for Steve, while we were away on break, Steve said, is Walker White going to start at quarterback for Baylor? And the answer is no. Sorry, Robertson is going to be returning as a redshirt senior. Had a tremendous season last year for Baylor. You and I went through their depth chart a little bit at the end of the podcast this morning. They only have 1 addition on offense, and that's Kobe Prentice from Alabama at wide receiver, and his backup's a returning starter. So they really don't have any newbies over there on offense. Now, on defense, they needed the help. So they went out and got, what did we say, 7 transfers out of the portal?
I think something like that, and 4 of them being starters.
So some significant, differences on the defensive side. Of course, they were one of the worst defensive teams in the country last year, and they, even though they went on a streak toward the end, they still were giving up a lot of points. So,
well, we weren't even able to score points last year, so
right.
It wouldn't have even mattered, what happened.
No,
but this is a new year, and so we can't even think about that.
It is a new year, so I'm thinking that when you look at a team like Baylor opening up with them on the road at their place, they know the importance of the opening game for them as well, and what that looks like for the rest of their season, being a home game, being a team that, is a favorite to win the Big 12 this year. It's not a conference game for either team, but it's a momentum game for both teams, and both have a lot riding on it. Again, I remember in 1997 when Auburn went to Virginia and beat Virginia on the road, it propelled Auburn to an SEC championship game against Tennessee. In the flip side, in 1998, Virginia came to Auburn, and we couldn't score any points, and we lost that game. And it really set the tone for the rest of the season. Auburn only won 3 games that year. Ended up firing Terry Bowden, and Bill Oliver had to finish the season. So I'm not saying every season ends that way when you lose the opener, and I'm not saying you go on to play for a championship when you win your opener, but there is a lot of correlation to how the season goes if you can get that first win under your belt.
Yeah, the momentum just would be shot, I feel like, once you have that first loss, especially with it being on a Friday night and it being the first game of the season, an away game that against a team that, you don't see often ever. And again, you've got Walker White on that team, former Auburn player. It makes it a little bit more personal.
Definitely does. So I know there's a lot of hype around that talk, but really that's really what it is. I don't think, will he have a package in that game? I don't know that he will. I don't know that we'll see him at all in that game.
You would think you would with how much he's been talking about it.
You're right, but we'll kind of monitor them as well over the next few weeks, and what their fall camp looks like as well, with it being Auburn's first opponent. One thing that I thought would be cool for you and I to do over the next few weeks is not just focus completely on Baylor, but to do a preview of every team leading up to the season start. So go through and do a preview of each one of our opponents and just kind of give a little bit of background on them and kind of what we see as far as our matchups, some key matchups that they have versus some of the ones that we'll have, and some things to look for in those games when they come around. So that might be something we do over the next few weeks as well.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun, but also, things change just
right.
as quick as an injury or something like that. So previewing them doesn't mean that.
Oh, no. Yeah, it can change.
Yeah.
But it'll be
But just something fun.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So, all right, we're up against another break here on the show. We're at Lucky Flight Bottle Company here in Davil, Alabama, just up from Stillwater. So come check them out. 5:30 tonight. They have a wine tasting fundraiser for the Auburn ski team.
So cool. You're so close to Lake Martin, and you've got the water ski team coming from Auburn.
Cool.
It's going to be awesome. It's from 5:30 to 7:30. It's a $30 ticket, which includes wine tasting, food, music, and a silent auction. And again, we heard some of the silent auction. We got the basketball signed by Bruce Pearl from the Final Four, a Yeti cooler, a bunch of
all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and high-end wine that you're going to be tasting for just $30.
What else are you going to do tonight on a Friday night? So come out to Lucky Fly Bottle Company and have a great evening. All right, up against another break here on the show. A couple more segments coming up right after this.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bugs quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left in the show today, brought to you by Russell Dewitt Center and Building Supply Stores, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation, and
Cincy Green for air that's cool and clean. Call them Cincy Green.
And it is very cool here in the Lucky Flight Bottle Shop. We're glad to be here on location today. And again, it's been very busy. A lot of traffic in and out of here. A lot of people shopping, and I can see why. You're probably going to join that group here in a little bit.
I am. Once we get off, I'm going to start looking around because everything in here is so cute.
It is really awesome. And the wine machines behind us, you've been here before, and you can go up to the counter and get a card, scan it, and then you go and you scan that card back here, and you get to press. There's 3 selection buttons up there, and the quantity that you want in your cup per wine. So
super cool
technology.
I was gonna say super advanced.
Didn't know wine tasting could get so technologically advanced,
I
right?
didn't either.
So
it's super cool.
It is really, really cool. So come check them out. Really, really cool selection of wine here at Lucky Flight Bottle Company. All right, going back and talking about why these rivalries have gotten away, because if you look at the approach Auburn fans have now, when you go into the Georgia game and Alabama game, it's a different mentality because it's just because of how we've played in that game or those games over the last 15 years. And it really has.
What do you mean, like going in dreading it? Or?
Yeah, I think going in, I grew up, and this is never expecting to lose to Alabama or Georgia. It's like you may be the favorite one year or Alabama may be the favorite or Georgia, but it wasn't by much. And you knew what the game was going to be. And I remember back in the day where Auburn always used to win in Athens and Georgia always used to win in Auburn. It was kind of weird, but it's the way it kind of played its way out. But there was a very small amount of points that even separated Auburn, Georgia over the course of 100+ years of playing that game. And now you've allowed it to go. Just in the last 20 years, Georgia's won 17 times, which is sickening to even say. And then Alabama, even with the greatest coach I think maybe ever over there, Auburn held its own comparable to other teams against Nick Saban. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the SEC never beat Nick Saban one time, and Auburn, I think, beat him 4 or 5 times and had a chance to beat him 3 or 4 more times. We're really right there in the game. And so even the Alabama, as elite as they've been, that rivalry didn't get away from Auburn like the Georgia one. I don't have an explanation. I really don't.
I don't think I do either, obviously. I just – it stings having to go in, continuing to either expect a loss or, oh, this is the year. Oh, this is going to be the time.
It sucks that you go in as an Auburn fan and the mentality is that you automatically go, well, what's your record going to be? Well, we can be 9-3. What 3 losses are you counting? You're automatically saying, well, Alabama and Georgia are in that because they have been a better team, a better roster. Now, that doesn't mean Auburn hasn't slipped up and won. Again, 2017, Auburn had a really good football team, and they put it on Georgia in Auburn. Of course, they had to turn around a couple of weeks later and play in the SEC championship game with a half-hobbled Kerryon Johnson, and it made a difference. You know, that game was a 1-touchdown game going into the fourth quarter, and then it kind of got away from Auburn there. But the Alabama rivalry's been a lot closer. It really has. So I don't have an explanation. It doesn't make sense on the Georgia side.
Especially with each, not every single year, but recent-ish years, the Georgia game getting pretty close and Auburn holding its own. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter if it's a close game or not because a loss is a loss.
Right.
And
we're not playing horseshoes.
Right. And so I'm hoping that, you know, at some point, Auburn will be able to turn it back around.
It needs to be this year.
Expecting to at least have a good matchup and a good game.
I mean, it is time. It is way past time. And I do think this is the best team Auburn's had since 2017. I know Jason came on and said, you know, maybe the 2019 was comparable too, but the 2017 team was the best opportunity. And because of a roster, and you go back and look at who was on that team, you're like, man, it's elite players. Carlton Davis, Derek Brown. You look down there and you go, man, this team was elite. Auburn's got a potential to do that again this year with the players that they have. So I do feel like with the game being at home, it's going to be at night. It's going to be a great atmosphere. If Auburn can't get that win this year, I don't really know what else.
You know what's funny is the other day at practice, Jeff Shear came up to me and we were talking about this upcoming season, and I'm sure everybody here knows who Jeff Shear is. He's been covering Auburn football for forever. And he said, you know, hopefully this is going to be a better year. You know, it's every year that you've been at Auburn, you know, Auburn's had a pretty bad team.
So you got pinning that on you?
Well, okay, he did. Okay,
I know,
he definitely did not use the word Auburn had a bad team. He said something more, you know.
Maybe struggled a little bit.
Yes, Auburn has struggled a lot since you've been at Auburn. And I said, I know. Am I the curse? Am I what happened to Auburn football? And
Well, let's see if we can reverse that this year.
I'm really hoping, Brett, because I feel like if
You're starting to feel a little bit of pressure,
if
aren't
we
you?
start winning this year, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, it was me. I was the one. It's because I was in school.
Just needed to get employed full
But
time.
how many people do you think are saying that?
A lot of people.
How many
Hey, but
Auburn
on the
fans?
flip side, you've had some pretty damn good basketball seasons.
So what now? Are we going to be bad at basketball?
No, let's hope not. We're not going to be bad at basketball. There's no way that team's going to be bad at basketball.
No.
Not with the players that Bruce got. All right, up against our final break here for TV. Everybody stay tuned. One final segment right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sense Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sense Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on our show, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center Building Supply Stores with 9 locations in Central Alabama. For all your home building supply needs, go check them out. J. Smith Construction and Excavation, no job is too big or too small, residential and commercial. They can handle it all. So
she's the best.
And we got some people, they answered your call there.
Wishing her a happy
Wishing
birthday.
you a happy birthday there on our feed. So happy birthday to Lane. She is the super fan to me. So she'll always be the super fan. So little inside joke. But anyway, hope she has the
best day ever. Can't wait to celebrate her tonight.
How about that? So
Might look and find something here maybe for her.
How about that?
Who knows?
Could definitely be a good place to get something nice for somebody for their birthday. All right, final segment here on the show. We do want to say a special thank you to Lucky Flight Bottle Company here in Dadeville, just up from Stillwaters. I'm going to let you just tell everybody about all the great things that they do here at Lucky Flight, and they've got a fundraiser going on tonight.
Yes, a fundraiser is happening tonight for the Auburn water ski team. It's from 5:30 to 7:30. They've got $30 tickets for wine tasting, food, music, silent auction, and raffle tickets. That's a great price. They've got some expensive bottles of wine that y'all will be able to try. They've also got events every Friday this month. So they've got wine tastings from 5 to 7. They've got music, food truck Friday, the very last Friday of the month. And they've got happy hours on Wednesday from 4 to 6. And then mimosas and frozen mimosas Saturday from 11 until they sell out. And they go pretty quick. So you got to get here at 11.
Look how good they look. I mean, look how good they look.
Oh
my gosh. And they're even better than they look, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
So we only have a couple more minutes here for TV. Again, we want to tell everybody, go subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done that already. We would greatly appreciate that. And make sure you hit the like button every time you go on there for our videos. You're on the front row with Faith. The next episode comes out here in just a minute. In about an hour, Hezekiah Harris from Mae Jemison. Great kid. Thought the interview was great. Go check that out.
His brother's walking on too at Auburn.
Right.
So I got to talk to him a little bit about that too.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And y'all kind of went back and forth on getting to play with your brother and, you know, the competitiveness of that and all that kind of stuff. So, hey, Auburn will be in pads tomorrow. We won't be able to go. We don't have a media availability there, but we'll get the schedule for next week. I'm sure we'll have a couple of days that they'll let us go to practice, and we'll try to see how all that works out. But anyway, fall camp has started. That's the most important thing. And, you know, it's exciting that football season's back. And again, our podcast each and every day, Monday through Fridays. We will have a special edition coming out tomorrow with Senator Tommy Tuberville that Faith and I just did about an hour and a half ago before we came to Lucky Flight, and about 20 minutes long. So it's really, really good. talked about NIL, talked about Title IX, and several other issues. And obviously he gave his take on Auburn at the end.
Yes, of course. Had to ask what he was thinking about that. So it was awesome to talk to him and catch up. And I know that you guys kind of go way back in the day. So
right. It's good to see him.
Yeah.
Good to see him. He's doing well, running for governor. So obviously, I mean, you know who I'm supporting. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. So, again, glad to have him on. We'll have that out tomorrow, so be looking for that. All right, it's going to wrap us up for TV here at the Lucky Flight Bottle Company. Again, we appreciate all of you each and every day for joining us. For Faith, I'm Brett saying we've enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next week.